Hello and welcome to another Mr. Legg video tutorial looking at Dreamweaver CS3. Oh, I think I said Waver there. Dreamweaver CS3. In the previous tutorial I showed you how to manage your site. Now we're going to move on to creating your first template formatted using a table. You'll notice I've got my folders all ready to go. So what do I need to do? I need to create a new HTML. And then I'll go File, Save as Template, and this will default save into our templates folder. I'm going to call this main underscore temp 1 and click Save. If you then look in your templates folder, you'll see that that file is then there and it's saved as a DWT file. Now that you've got the template ready to go, you need to figure out a way of laying out your objects within your website. There are a variety of ways of doing this. The table way, which I'm about to show you, and using div tags. There are a few other ways as well. But the table way, for what you're going to be using it for within your courses, a table is adequate, and it gives you the control you need over the different elements within your site. So how do you insert a table? It's very easy. Insert table, or Control-Alt-T for the shortcut. It then asks you how many rows and columns, and I've just got it set up here, so 10 rows, 10 columns, and 1000 pixels wide. Make sure the border thickness is set to 0, and you'll see why we have so many rows and columns in a moment. Click OK. I'm going to zoom out so you can see the whole table. Why do we use a table? Well, a table allows us to place objects on the screen with some measure of control. There are some downsides to using a table, such as its flexibility when being used with different screen sizes and adjusting to those screen sizes. But as I said, it's adequate for what we need. All we do really to decide the layout is we start merging cells in the format we want. So I'm going to have a top banner at the top here. So I've highlighted those cells by dragging my left clicker, and then right click on them and go Table, Merge Cells, and it turns it into one row. I'm then going to have a navigation bar, so highlight those cells, Table, Merge Cells. I'm going to have two little boxes, one on the left, one on the right for content, Table, Merge Cells, and the same on the right. Right click, Table, Merge Cells, and then I'm going to have a footer section, right click, Table, Merge Cells, and I'm going to have a long section for content as well. Table, Merge Cells. You'll notice that it's all sort of bunched up. That's quite easy to fix. If you select the table and drag it down, it enlarges all the rows in relation to each other. You'll notice that the width has changed down there to 1002. I'm just going to change that back to 1000. I'm also going to align the table to the center of the page. It didn't move much just then, but it has aligned to the center when you actually preview it, but it's just because I've zoomed out a little bit that it doesn't seem to have aligned. Now, a table template is really fantastic. It means that you can make pages quite quickly, and you ensure that you have a consistent theme throughout. When you make a page from the template, the template segments are locked from editing, so to stop you accidentally changing them within the pages. So as a web designer, we need to specify which areas of the template we want to be editable within each page, and we use something called an editable region. So if you think carefully about your template, the top banner is going to be the same on every page, the navigation bar is going to be the same on every page, the footer will be the same. So on my current layout, the things that are going to differ on each page will be the 3 content boxes. So I need to add editable regions to the 3 content boxes. This is very easy. Right click, Templates, New Editable Region, or Control-Alt-V. It asks you to name the editable region, so I'm going to call this Left Content and press OK. It's important that you name these with sensible names, because later on if there's any other problems with your template and you have to relink it to a page, you can tell which editable region needs to be linked to which editable region. You'll also notice there that when I created that, it's pushed that over to the right hand side. It should organise itself when I add the next editable region here, which I'm going to call Write Content. And if it doesn't, then you can just adjust the widths like that. Right click, template, new editable region. Another quite good idea is to centre these editable regions. So I'm going to click onto the cell which the editable region is located, and I'm going to edit the properties of that cell so that the contents is aligned in the centre horizontally and at the top vertically. Let's choose that the same on each one. At the bottom options there. You can go back and change those or adapt that how you want later on. So that's it, your table's ready to go. So you just go File, Save, and your template is ready to use. Next tutorial, we'll look at creating a banner to go at the top of your web page.